Okay. Just want to say good night to all our viewers worldwide as we are here for another episode of Together We Rise Building Our Nation. So tonight it was all about a conversation with the father-son duo, meaning Rambo and Spider. However, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties on the other side. Spider coming in, but we are losing him in terms of his mic system. Let's see if he's able to join us with mic. All right. So Mr. Clive is on. We see the face, but we're not basically gonna be hearing him. So we're probably gonna keep him in the studio because his mic is muted. But anyway, Rambo, welcome to Together We Rise Building Our Nation. Also, welcome, Sir Clive. You're just gonna listen in tonight, Clive. But the people been asking for you all week, and I put out a photo of Rambo and Mr. Dunswell and another gentleman. And all the people that I ask is where is Spider? Cause I know see Spider another picture there. So, we were keeping it as a surprise to have Spider here in person tonight. But unfortunately, the technical difficulty, the mic is not working on his side. So what we're gonna do is ask the son, Mr. Rambo, who seems to have just gotten a call there. We're gonna have Rambo first give us an overview who is the great man Spider. As the Spider is inside here, but we don't have a mic on Spider, and that may be the biggest problem. But I can just tell you in a nutshell, you know, what I've heard about the man. So, I've heard that this man, the name Spider, meaning the man can do everything. The man can fly. He come like the man own the net. Is like a web. Him own the net. Nothing is gonna come in and defend him property. Everything him stop it. I'm say the man is like a flying Spider-Man. So, he has gotten the name. I'm not sure it's from the fact that he's such a good keeper. But we're gonna ask his son here, Mr. Rambo, to really give us a quick overview. So, Rambo, we're not able to get your father and Mike, but what we want
Yes.
you to do for the audience is to just tell us who is Spider. Just give us an update. Who is Spider?
Well, first and foremost, good night, each and everyone. All for blessing. Yeah, man. Well, Spider, one of states icon, I would say, Westmoreland icon, Jamaican icon, just the same. A very, very, very famous and great goalkeeper. I think everybody knows Spider because of the way how him catch ball back then, the style of which is him used to use keep, always train out the ball. It was a modern days keeper back then instead of the out and out goalkeeper. That's what I heard. I only remember 3 games seeing Spider play as a youth. And one of the most amazing thing with me coming into States, and I was a good goalkeeper, which I tell myself that anyway. I hear everybody talk about Spider, Spider, Spider. So one day I tell myself that when I leave here, I gonna leave this name Rambo and not Spider. And while playing, sometimes something come to my head, and every time something crazy come into my mind and I try it, somebody said MC Spider do it already. But the bloodline was so strong, and the funniest thing about it, I did not know at that time that Spider was my father. So it was a blessing in disguise. I tell you, every style that I try while keeping, somebody tell me that they saw Spider do it already. So I was in competition with a man that I don't know that he was my father at the time. So it was a great feeling to going up against your own without even know. So that is me with Spider in a nutshell. Probably others like Mr. D and others can tell you more, but that is the little that I know while coming to States.
Okay, so basically you wouldn't have been influenced by your father goalkeeping style then Rambo, because you weren't really with him at a tender age, and if I get what I'm getting.
Yes, you're 100% right. One of the things that I know, Claggy in Michael Stewart, he used to play for Reno Black back then. I can remember one day, you have two coconut tree in his yard, and I can remember I call me one day and say, hey boy, come in I go, me I go make you better than your father. I like me, I say this mother come like him a madman, car. Me don't know where I come with. But this man I play forward for Reno and me I talk about me at 9 looking to be 10. Some shot where I kick man I like a missile. And the man say, yo, your father either do this, and he must show me everything. But, me just, at the moment, I never have any clue what he was talking about. Get me finger, them spraying regular, and him show me how to pull back out the finger if it's spraying and how to get it back. So I was up against this name, Spider, without even knowing that I am a part of Spider. Yeah.
All right. So we get that there, and I can tell you from what I heard, Spider name will forever be called, you know, in Reno, St. Elizabeth Technical High School, and as you say, right across Jamaica, and that is because of the work that he has put into keeping, and I really understand that his style of keeping was one of creativity. It's just pure skill and action from a goalkeeper. Most I expect to see that from the forward, the center, those running the wingers and so forth. But it's like you want to see the action of the goalkeeper when we hear about Spider. So really
As
and truly, that kind of
as I
wide
talk
Rambo
about
Bill.
as I talk about that, I can remember a match here, a D Cup match. I don't remember we states and who, but I remember a forward getaway and I take the ball over Jibla little. And when I run out and flick over and take the ball, Richie run company feel at our spectator Richie. And say a spider load me to do this. And me I say everything when me do me hear one I know I say a spider do it. Like who is this spider? Everybody I keep on I tell because anytime something come to my head, I'm trying I game. Them say spider do it. Man square ball and me go up and catch with one hand. They tell me say the MC Spider do that already. So it's like me can relive a spider without knowing say me a part of spider. So like
Right.
every day like things always a come to my head because I just say me want to find that one thing when me not hear them say spider do. And the most suicidal thing when me try them say spider do it already. So right there and then me just give up because everything when me do, when me take risk, me take chance and do, some spectator tell me say them see spider do it already. Yeah man, so
Um,
it was fun because I don't really know. You understand? I never know from then. So it was fun because I like to be the talk about. I don't know if enough people like to say it like what I say, but I like to be the talk about. So I challenge myself. I challenge myself every time I go in the goal. I challenge myself because I want to get rid of this spider name. But
so
say like
basically, you were keeping in the shadows of Spider.
no, 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 no. Remember, I don't tall face. Remember, I did no spider. So things that come into my head and I try it, they always tell me, say, them see spider, do it already.
That
You
that
understand?
me as a man, you basically a work in shadow you don't know because everything is your father do
Okay.
it already and
Yeah,
it come like
yeah,
it's a
man.
part of you. It's a part of you, and you're not even realize because
Yeah, man. Naturally, it was a part. Because one of the first things Claggy teach me to do, was to catch guineas. That was the first time say your father can catch good and he have soft hand. But all the while in talk about father and whatever, me can't say nothing because me just don't know. So him teach me to catch the guinea, then when you guinea you have to go for over your head and bring it down because you don't want to shell off. So when me used to do, he used to judge me off of the bunches them too much break off. So if me catch on three break off, he must say, yo, next time I one. So me I learn to catch, me I learn to catch, me I learn to catch, and not knowing say, yo, I something big. Oh, they were one shoes and me have to feel when me not even know the owner of his shoes. You understand what I say? But just a relief back some of him life.
but this is a touching question, maybe. But what would you think if you have known? Spider or your father much earlier, like when you were just growing up, and if he had that connection, that he would have been like a early mentor, early coach, if he was right there with you, do you think you probably would have even be a far better keeper?
To be honestly, to be honest, yes, because I always working hard. That a number one, and me brave. Me could have catch, me can throw the ball, I could have kick the ball. So just imagine. I think normally in situation like this, the father that you have a lot to do with your future in terms of you guys doing the same sports and thing like that. So I think I will be, yeah, I made a reach much further in the keeping, to be honest. Yeah.
All right. So now, in the latter days, Rambo, you have get to know your father. You see the person that you were basically keeping as, in everything you do, you were like daddy, not knowing. And when you finally meet him and you see, 'cause I know he also worked with youngsters too. What can you say about his style now as like a coach influencing others? What do you see in your father that you have also seen in yourself? Because you're a coach also.
Trying, all right. I think we always strive to be the best at anything we're doing, and I think Spider actually is a perfectionist in his techniques and thing, and I know I have that in me. I always try to push the kids to be the best that they can be and learn it the best way, because trust me, the old school way is the best way. You understand? Just like pass and control never come out of football. So you have certain techniques. No matter what come in, you will never grow past those techniques. And I think he mix the old school with the new school very well too. You understand? Because God knows the days, football is not about goalkeeping is not about you just come and kick shot and the keeper catch or block. Way past that, goalkeeper actually after can make him a true pass, a 30 yard, 20-yard true pass. The goalkeeper can use him foot good, just as good as any one of the players them outfield. So, I think he's angling that part of it with, the old school with the new school.
But we just saw that we cannot bring in Clive on this one based on the mic. Um, Rambo, so now that you grew up and you and daddy, you finally kind of connect with daddy, aka Spider. What would you say is your most memorable moment with daddy now? Getting to know him and everything.
I am a simpleton, and probably Spider not even um than I know this moment. Just when my mother passed, and when I look and I can see my father at the funeral, I see two of my siblings, my two sisters from Spider at the funeral, and we all take a picture, four of us. Those pictures come like somebody give me a piece of gold that can serve me for a lifetime. Those little moments, and I play a match again. We have states of a game in Sabina Park. It was at Sabina Park at the time, and Spider come at the match, and after the game, and we talk, and he was telling me what he like and what he think we can do much better. Those moments is moments that are actually holding my heart daily, because just to know that my father is in the same craft. You guys doing the same thing but on a different level. And feel good when your father can actually look and give you some advice. That just come like even like Mr. Dunzel and Mr. Cena, me and Mr. D talk more regular with both football, Kashai call me now and again. Advice coming from those two just as good as Spider, just the same. But no, knowing Spider we get to talk in more depth and more detail. It's a different thing. Yeah.
Well, Rambo, we came here to talk football, but when talking to you, because I know you're a flexible person, these are no questions that I can ask you, and I know you're able to handle it. But what it is for a child to grow up, like in that those early stage, not knowing your father, then having the father figure around you, you know, as a child growing up, just tell us the upside of this, not having him there. Because I know you have said, no, if you had him there, you could have been a better person. But kind of give us what it was like not having Spider at that early tender years of your life.
Well, as we say, the person, the keeper that I was at the time, and the man that Spider was at that time, I think he would have pushed me to reach the highest point. So, in terms of missing out on a father and the keeper that I was, I think right there was a big blow for my career because I even get called 1997. I get called up to the under 23 team, yeah, and I actually missed the bus because Fidel Castro was in Jamaica. First time I go into town by myself, and when I reach at the National Arena, because the office was at the National Arena at the time, they tell me the bus leave, and they don't know where the bus go. You understand? And when I look at those moments and look back on Spider now, I know if then thing were like what it is now, it would be different. You understand? Because I would know exactly where to go. I even have somebody at home to really pick me up and bring me to the camp. So I missed my opportunity there and then to even go to a training session for Jamaica. And on the flip side of it, I am here now coaching and I have the same belief, just like I have when I was a player that I want to represent my country. I have that same belief and probably if it's God will, it will happen. But for now, I'm just have to go and put in some work and hope and pray that my biggest dream can come true. Because I think I can serve my country.
All right, Rambo. Man, this interview for me, it is touching. And you know what? It is touching. I really believe in the family, the father son thing. 'Cause you saw my son earlier before he came on live. You saw my daughter, and just that chemistry, hugging and holding them and say, you see, she came around, Daddy, I love you, Mommy, I love you, But in your instance, I'm seeing that you were missing that in that early
Yeah,
stage. So that would have been a challenge.
the honest part of it still, I think my mindset was much different from many other kids my age. And then, I was hurt deep within because I was a warrior, like love to fight. Fighting was my passion. Just like football. I think it was two things I love back then, to fight and to play football. And sometimes I really look back, when I really look back now, like as a man, as a father, I look back for the new year and say, I wonder if for your father he did miss you. The little man voice that say, boy, where you are? But me I tell her, my mother was a serious woman, Winnie, rest in peace. The lady there did really dangerous, cause every time me slip, me slide. So when you're talking about you growing up without father, it's a big challenge for the mother too, not only the child, the mother too. And not everyone can find something that they love to really spend time with it. Because I think my savior then was football, because I spent a lot of time playing football. Because I think I always say, God give me a talent and me now make him take it. Me don't know, my granny did tell me there's something they want to do and me just soul on funny. So the least chance me get. I never have a car yet. One time I get a remote control car, I was about 6 and it served me until about 13, 14 because I don't use it. Oh, you see other kids go play cricket and anything there. If me see them a play cricket and me get a one but I hit that football straight. I don't play video game. Up to now I can't play video game because if I'm playing football, it have to be the real football. You understand? So I grew up with this football. And then, one next point in my life, no, my life was taking a turn, not on the good side. And there and then, no, Mr. D really gripped me in my shoulder and said, no, me now make a stay west. And all of that happened, me know that happened on the behalf of Spider. You understand me? I say, because me and Mr. D first son, it two we grow like brother, Andre. Big up yourself, Tiga. Two we grow. And at that point when Mr. D stepped in, it was the last straw. It was the last straw. Enough time I tell people say, I don't really come at States because of football, but I could have played. You understand? I was a player. I was a player, not only goalkeeping. I could play outfield too. It's not the sport really make I come to States. It was a life saving strategy. Like Mr. D just use the football to make I get more time on my life. And you can ask him about it, cause as I say, you're growing up as a little man, so you do things you want to do. Your mommy beat you. Me get beaten, so till me tell mother say beaten can't do me nothing again. You understand? So that's our next thing we try to tell parents. Beating a kid every day not really do nothing because Jamaican parents have one style. Everybody do. You beat the pitney and tell the pitney where you came from. So it didn't make no sense. You understand what I say? So me get beaten so till it beaten come immune to my skin. The last set of things my mother used to do me have to lie down on back and she stand up in my belly. Then she start build my abs now. So when me do not, me just lie down and say, come mommy, come. And me just stand up and me and say, mommy, this can't do me nothing again. So me I say a time for me stop get beaten. Because me call the shots at the time because he lick now do me nothing. The punishment now do me nothing. So she just leave me and one I think me did love with my mother, so long as a football, she never try stop me. She never try. For me, say football, I hit that. So probably she did know what in me. You understand? You was spring from my father, so she never try prevent me no time to go play football.
But in the meantime, we just want to thank Spider to be on this other side. He's hearing us, guys. So Spider is hearing us. So you can see he's a jovial person. He's smiling, but I know he's listening to his son here, and he can see the resilience that his son has, which is mostly because of him, the type of person he is. Because when you talk to people who know Spider, they tell you a whole chapter. You could write a book about Spider. So I'm happy that Spider is over there listening to us. So now, Rambo, what I want to ask you now, also, tonight is just gonna be touching, guys. And I didn't mean to take this conversation this side, but the fact that we're not talking to Spider, we're talking to the son, Rambo, who is a coach. Rambo, just tell us when you see a youth show up that would have been similar to you, either lacking appearance, meaning either the father or the mother is missing, and that youth show up in your training camp, and that child sometimes may be troubled, going through situation, and you can almost reflect on it and say, yo, that youth here, me understand that youth here pain, me understand him trouble. And him, him have a purpose in there, and he's now in your hand. How you deal with them situation, Rambo?
Yo, I will put me have not all pace. Whole profit me have because all of them youth there. Me take them personal because me know for relate. You understand what I say? Because me don't know God bless me two pair of eyes, so although me have to wear glass more time. Like me can just look upon a youth and me can see everything them a go. You understand? So when me book up on a student like that, me normally just adapt them. Yeah man, me just adapt them and make them be my own because we can't relate. Giving you an instant, you know, you know, not so long ago, two time I can remember, back to school, we have to shop to go back to school to just like anybody else. And we break camp and I saw one of the players and I said, how you not go home? It don't make no sense to go home, coach. I don't like me, I get nothing from my father. So it don't make no sense to go home. And me, I'm there, and me, I say, what you want? And them I say, boy, I don't have no shoes. The shoes more important than one khaki suit right now. And me remember, me have a pair of Skechers. And I say, me I go bust it. And me give me Skechers. And me give me Skechers. And me I say, God no. Remember back then, all Junior Bennett when me there at school, JB. Me and JB make a deal because me and JB attack. And I say, JB, right now, my school shoes are mash up in my water shoes. JB said, how much match I have by now and next? Because it was Tuesday. I said, how much match I have by now and next week, Wednesday? One we are play. Remember, say it's Saturday, we have Monroe for play. And I say, oh, hear me no, man. If you can't win three, win two I game them, but you have to win the Monroe game them and you check me back. And me go so a knife up the Wednesday game, knife up Monroe game, and knife up the other Wednesday game. And when me see JB Thursday here, you know have to talk, man. Go down a Foot Locker. Then time the Foot Locker they don't have Jakes. Laza, my Foot Locker they done there. I'm go down there and get a Reebok sneakers. When JB buy me the Reebok sneakers, I'm bringing come a damn. A five we wear the shoes to go school. Five
Wow.
one sneakers to school. Because our time at school different from now, because you will polish your shoes, you iron your khaki, if you go beard and a man late for school, You might put on what you have the iron in, you have to come back or iron again. Because we think they different back then. So more time you come and you line up all the shoes and your uniform and you go beard and come back, everything gone. You have to go iron again, you have to clean a man's shoes are gone, left him dirty shoes. So, I still we go through states in our sense. So you without father, it can be challenging, and if you don't know if you relate to them, to you and them now go, at peace. Because number one, you're gonna find them being disrespectful. You're gonna find them him not listening, him not take talk. Because one of the funniest thing reach me in a tall pace when me just come and send when me come and states 95. I like we in a class and me here picking them attack. Everybody attack about mommy and daddy. I said them a pick me a fool. All of them for your father. You understand me? I say because me are the only one in the class. I say everybody, me I say the mommy and daddy thing I come like is a natural thing or being a gross up. So me as I say they grow fool because mommy and daddy, everybody mommy and daddy. We used to my mother at the time because for what it is. I'm sorry, Spider because I'm the give a better version of him side. But we can line up this year next time. So me did find a strange tall face when me I said, no, sir. You might pick me a fool. And that's why they ain't so soft. Because in my head, you're rough because of you and your mother. You understand what I say? When not everybody will feel say you're more, like me I always say they girly. Yeah, man. And some of the thing too, one of the biggest thing, towards my life coming into Senti make you feel love. Yes, Senti make you feel love. Senti make you feel appreciated. So, it take a while to really get the soft mentality out of me in a sense. Because in the day soft, we normally have a talk, say dog and I'm dog. You get what I say? A Senti now you like everybody hands open wide, you can't get a hug there, can't get a hug. You understand? So it was a different totally. And I remember the first time coming to Sentino, Mr. D tell me in a morning in a bus, Rambo is a different place. I go. The people them not stay like we are soft. Me did confused because me I say then they worse then because me now look for better. You understand? Me I say everybody worse. So me I go back in I jungle me accustomed to. When me come up here, so like me I say no sir. It was a whole adjustment to even how me talk because, normally some, garrison thing, so your voice have to be dominant out there and thing like that. It was a whole life fixing coming to Senti. Oh, take a break, Spider.
Yeah, man, may I hear you just go kind of shift the kids them a bit.
Yeah.
Ah, so from what you're telling me, Rambo, St. Elizabeth Technical High School was a safe haven for you. And I know St. Elizabeth and I will embrace you. I remember you coming up over even to Cheapside to come play football. It's like you start have a fan base, not just at States, but you're spreading that across St. Elizabeth. Then I know you go all the way back down to Treasure Beach. Just so it seems like St. Elizabeth boy, become your first and second home.
And third too, Yeah, and third too. Me love West still, tall pace, but honestly, if me have a choice, the lifetime living between Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth, me I stay at Westmoreland. If me get a second choice, St. Elizabeth again. And if a third choice come at St. Elizabeth. You understand? But me love West because, it's like say, well, West is like volcano. You understand? So anytime Europe you have to know you have to come out of lava if you want to keep your life. You understand what I say? So you teach you how to be street smart, because my class 8G, I'm big up to all of the 8G classmates them. And I want to tell them I have one of my classmates son a coach and how to. Yeah man. So the whole thing with 8G now, them really upset me. Them really upset me at the time coming in. I understand. Say, yo, Rambo is a different type of pitney and a pitney we're not accustomed to. Like that. So, everybody embrace me. And I want to tell you, that is my learning start at States. Yeah, my learning start
What
at
you mean by that?
school learning. Cause back then when I go senior school, when I go Godfrey now. Back then it was senior school, Sablaman Secondary. When I go Godfrey then, I just the teacher them when me and them talk me go out in class. If me and talk me now come in class. Because know better at the time say and know way and know who you like and where them have to teach you. You understand? So me coming to States now, the first thing me come back up in a way a disaster. Teacher read out a book and he pick them right. So me start cause I say this a school a full. Because they now use the blackboard. They tired of don't know say it's a higher level now. We come on. Yeah, so the whole thing now. I assigned me with the farm captain. It was Andre Clayton at the time. And so me start get notes now and know say all right then. When I check out, me the back. The whole of the class, they both the class that 11th grade and me the a 6th grade then put it away there. I didn't know say Miss Garden at the time was the reading specialist. So I don't know if you remember Tal say lunchtime when I see any picnics you sit down on staff room around they say no, say I don't spot them there, say I didn't know one day say you can't get no lunchtime after you go a reading class. So me have to end up now a giant that they list the over staff room and they pick the girl in my class. Say Rambo, don't go over there because me and the star no. Only 8th grade I play D cup. So the girl they making them pint of duty in our class every lunchtime Tal me can't come out. So me start learn my classmate them start teach me. So as so comes now me get it G for school. Right in my class at 8G. So 8G time 95 states did rough in terms of try catching up with the classmate them and thing. You understand? So 8G, 9G, at them 2 years there was my learning year in a school. You understand what I say? Because don't I see in a school as me tell you say I just see teacher them me and them good. And them the class them used to go. Me and one boy have PE all for 1 week straight, When me there see in a school, Because every PE teacher, PE class, and me feel say PE, me want to go to today. They can't tell me no. And then again, me a football fanatic, so it's easy if we go play some ball and more up and down on the school a lighter. So I didn't think there was a big difference coming to States, trust me. That's why you see more time when me all hear some people talk like say, well then, like them even love States more than me. Or, them graduate from States more than me. All of we graduate one time. And I went to 5 schools and I want me graduate from. So just imagine who feel the graduation the more. You understand me? I said all piece. I love States more than me. Steve Paul go like you love States more. But the two me don't talk, me just go on holy. Because me know a difference where this movie bring to my life. You understand me? I say it always gonna be something where if me not talk, you'd know say it's so emotional to me, it's so sensitive to me. You're not gonna listen me and sit down and really have a one-on-one. But it's a touching story and me I tell you say, sometimes every youth just want the one chance there. And the one chance to make things right, the one chance to make things better. Because some you get a one chance but a wrong chance. You understand? You want that one right chance. You don't want the one wrong chance. You understand me? I say, so me get the one right chance and me never try hold it with one hand. Me never try hold it with two. I hold and me wrap up around it. You understand me? I say, because I say, me nah make this can't slip out of my hand. And it can't slip away from me. If it a slip on me, I hit a slip one time. I get what I say, because me remember one day when they are training. And Mr. D look for me and say, yo, you think you go back and serve like how you come up here? And me did, and I say, Mr. D come with that now. And he say, all I want to serve with my character. You now go back down without nothing and go see me down there. And I come walk my father, nothing now go and give me a thing. Me not depend that would you know. So to get to no act together and make sure say all I no left you with something you can live off of. You understand me as a top here? So all of them things they were drilling on my head. As me say, I just me have to have time to talk something. Yeah man. So
We,
it
we,
was
def-
a
yeah, man, we definitely have to bring you back when time Spider Mike at work. Cause we have to hear Spider's side when especially him listening from him son and listen him son's strength and everything. But a question I've asked Rambo before me make you run, cause you know, happy birthday to people who never know Rambo belated birthday, you know, can send in some token to Rambo, you know. If you don't know get a token to Rambo, you know, send it to me, cause the man needs some strength down there states, you know, yeah. He might do some serious work. No, and Rambo. You down
yeah.
there and you know, states have given to you, put it this way. You find a father again in Mr. D. You have a brother and a father and a mentor in JB. And boy, I have to big up JP because my mentor, that you know, my early mentor was JB. My early coach was JB. You know, everything was JB at them time there. So now that you have given the chance, Rambo, to give back to states, you know, and the football field, you know, tell me how that make you feel as you know, knowing where you're coming from and the fact that you're now able to input and empower a young youth in this school. Yeah. Tell me what that means.
All right, tall piece. As me tell you, very simple. And like for me, winning a trophy. Winning a trophy no really give me the feeling they like when my player them start get them scholarship and leave. Whenever time a player get a scholarship or two or three, whichever number be and leave, that's when me feel like me achieve something. So my happiness come from the achievement of outside of school, after school, whichever way you want to put it. And then now me have a thing in a me now where me have tie to Westmore, me tie this with Westmoreland. Me always tell myself, say, me want give back one you the one right opportunity that way Mr. D give me. So me always have it in my heart and soul. We find a youth from West and make him come out a good school. You understand me? I say, and see how we can help him in terms of him education, see if we can help him get a scholarship. So my give back to Westmoreland is one youth per year or two if I'm lucky enough. You understand me? I say, because deep down me know so me can change a life just like how Mr. D changed my life back then. You understand? So when we win a trophy and everybody happy, my joy no come right this at all place. My joy come long after the fact, probably the following year when the youth them finish school and get them scholarship and reach America. That the time me feel like me contribute to them life. So let me tell you, say my thing as a coach, much more different from majority of the coaches them because of how my life did set in my earlier part. And me have
Rambo.
it JB. One second, touch something on JB. Me and J, cause me and JB reason enough, cause I know so when they are school we are man, I know typically school boy, we are school man at the time. And me and JB are reason 1996 to be exact. And we did have a cricket conversation. And the cricketer when me I refer to me and say JB, I most talented cricketer that you have, and JB I say talent I do nothing. And me I say, yeah, talent at everything. And me can't forget JB touch me on my shoulder. So 1996 and so Rambo one day you go become a coach. And you go remind me about the conversation. 2018, like we reach one little part in our season and you have to reflect back past something and remember me and one youth them kick off, but talented youth and JB flashback in my head and me bust out a laugh in a heat and conversation. And I say our coach, and I say nothing man, alright, me know how to fix you. So me see back JB 2018. I'm say JB, me I have a conversation 1996 and tell me say me I go become a coach and me I go realize a talent and nothing. How you did know say me there go become a coach? JB touch me on my shoulder again, tall pace and say Rambo and everything me I go tell you. Somebody I go know for yourself. You know, so me did find it funny. Cause me I say from 1996 you did foresight this and you tell me and 2018 when we ask about you still give me one next journey if you go on again for our next 2, 3 decades. So the whole thing as me say tall pace, me get help by even some simple little words from people they around me when me take a hold on pan and try push me. And enough people now go agree when me say talent a waste of time. Enough people now go agree. But question if you ask, and then when you get my rationale and you get my understanding, you will realize oh me when you say talent is nothing. Yeah man. So as they are saying out of
All
place.
right, Rambo. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right here. And I know we have to come back with this conversation. Internet is not the best at the time either. But I want you, to say something to your father, probably that you haven't got to say, or you would have said if he was around in that tender age. Just say something to daddy. Daddy's right, and he's hearing. He's not able to respond, so we're gonna have him respond another day when we get him back online when everything is up and running. But if was to go back to those days and
Yeah.
have a
As a talk,
conversation with daddy, what would
as
that
a
be?
talk, as a talk, me I go bring back a conversation with me and Spider have to. So after everything tie up now and we meet and rekindle and everything said. Just like what you say now, Spider I say boy, Rambo, me sorry. Me sorry me never did board in an earlier part of your career and thing, because me could have helped you to reach much further than where you reach. And my reply to Spider was Spider, me glad me find my father because that was my biggest downfall, not having a father. So when you think you could have helped me football wise, you not even know how you helped me when we tie up things and me find my biological father. That to me did more than work more any national team we could have make or any international team we could have make. You understand? So as me said, that be so simple thing, it drive me. That push me forward. So the
All right,
fact
Ram.
the fact for really have Spider as my father cover everything what we think we could have gained if he was around earlier. And probably I said it we go to because me make a name without having Spider as my father. You understand? So God project we in a different ways for me at one particular time.
Well, Rambo, we're gonna bring you back. We want you enjoy the rest of the last day or the first day of the week. Yeah, but we know you come back Monday. You're back to the drawing board. States is at it again. In the latter rounds now. It's get more serious. In terms of the football.
But
And
man, close with something, man. Say we come up and we join we dey for one choir high school. They have a World AIDS Day competition where you have to form a choir and make a original song. So we go so we know it in our country. And when we go town, we come third overall. And when we come back and we are celebrate, Mr. D called me say, Rambo, come on, more talk to your boy. I'm going to Mr. D. Mr. D say, say your father did used to the past state square. I say, me laugh till me weak. So me I say that Mr. D I tell me say every single thing when this man come and states and do, me just go relive back. Hey, Mr. D say your man Spider did the pan quite big to man. And me I say me bone rise. Like me I say God no. This does come like man come back in our younger farm and do back over everything again. So all anything that all pays them thing there, it just cover back for all of them youthful days that we miss out on. Cause me get more laughter out of them thing than I really look back on. So look so simple little thing and see how effective it is to my life right now. Yeah man.
yeah, man, and I'm really happy that you get to find your father and you and him now can sit down and have a conversation. Despite you miss those years that you would have cherished, but the type of person who you are, you basically embrace. The moments that he wasn't there, you find strength within yourself, the resilience, your mommy, and everything. Then you find people like Mr. D and B and entire states community which helped to mold you into the person you are today, which is an excellent coach, have carried state to so many championship, and we cannot thank you enough, Rambo, for what you have done. Westmoreland, we're glad for, one of your son also, you lent us at St. Elizabeth, we adapt him over here. And it's a good thing, Rambo, they have you. And Spider, me see you today, I just a median, I just a smile and say, my youth, that, And, that is a good thing when you can sit down and say, yo, even probably you never did it 100% not knowing what have happened, but at the end of the day, you still can say, yo, he did well, he has done well. And I say, Rambo, you have done well for yourself, you have done well, and a whole for the youths them, youths them, know, so boy, them look up to you in a different way. And I'm just gonna say, come next time, we're gonna still go through some of the challenges and question I wanted to ask both you and Spider, but Spider and I got able to respond was, I know the goalkeeper plays such a important role, but in less than a minute, sometimes just second, one mistake, and that can change the whole game. I wanted to know, like, a sad moment when a ball like pass you and you sit at the back of the net and you have to pick it up and throw it back out there. And say, yo, that mistake they may not be able to correct today in today's game. Those are things that I wanted to go into tonight. But why the interview went down the path where I think it's a father and son situation. And this, I think, is more powerful than any other interview that I've had. And it's because it's a touching one. It's a one that is emotional. And in it all, I still just see Spider there, although it might not function and all that. He's still there listening through it. He never miss a second, I can tell you. And we can't wait to have Spider back when, you know what, Rambo, I think I want to do an interview where it's just going to be my mic. 3 hours sit down. And we sit down and reason. That means that we won't miss a minute and we won't miss a second. So I saw me ever have that next interview there. So
Come on, do right
bless up
thing,
yourself.
man.
Yeah, man. So thank you very much. Thank you to Sir Spider, the weather burn, weather burn live on through the coaching, the youth, the empowerment on I do for the youths. Big up on yourself. Thank you again, Rambo. Thank you, Spider. We'll see you another time.
All right. Listen,